The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And London motioning left. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 33. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. First down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 30 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Goes left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, cap.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Atkins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. Blaster. Stay. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Down the sideline he goes. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays. And now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Ball start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and 8. Ritter back to throw. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw, Ritter. Into the hands of London. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Strike! Strike! Smack! Red!
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Like blue. Hey, blue.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Ritter now. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. When I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
38.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready?
Ritter completes this quickly. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 35. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete there to Smith. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready. 43 rail. Set, go.
Ritter off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Sit. Method.
Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 27 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Justin Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shoves him away. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Herbert off of play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this. Partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Completes it. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A Ritter's throw taken in by London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there taken in by Smith. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On the ready.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Ready up.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
3-3. Hut, hut.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only